All right, let's get into Chalkboard Trucking 101, Episode 2. Again, brought to you by, Bush and Marlboro, even though I'm not being sponsored. Let's get into some things. Overtime pay. Secretary of Transportation. Trump is offering no tax on tips or overtime. That's right. But truck drivers are not required to have overtime. According to FLSA Section 13B-1, Fair Labor Standards Act, established in 1938, no overtime is to be issued because you're paid by the mile. Where is it? I got it somewhere around here. Paid by the mile or the load, not the hour. So you're not entitled to overtime pay. So, out of the 1.5 million truck drivers that are out here, how are you gonna take to this? Explain how this is going to work. No tax on tips or overtime. And the person that is in charge of this is the Secretary of Transportation, has jurisdiction. No overtime, Section 204, which goes back to established I got that kind of messed up, 1938 or 1935. I can't really find a real clue to that. But anyway, if you work over 40 hours a week, you are not entitled to overtime as a truck driver. You are paid by the mile or by the load. So where is our compensation as truck drivers? Where do we benefit from no tax on tips or overtime? That doesn't make sense. Go ahead, contact the ATA and the OOIDA, because they are advocating for the changes in the laws to have compensation for this. You also got, Todd Spencer is also advocating. He's the secretary of, he's the leader, the CEO of OOIDA, Todd Spencer. And he's advocating for all these changes. So, if you want to be a truck driver, just realize that as a truck driver, you don't get paid overtime. You're paid by the mile or you're paid by the load, not by the hour. That means that all your time is set. This goes way back to deregulation, but I ain't going to get into that right now. This is where they're getting you. So, how do you benefit from no tax on tips or overtime, but you're working 80 hours a week? So, you want to explain that to me? Does somebody want to explain that to me?